Okay. Hello, welcome. I'm Stooge. Today we are continuing the investigation at Blake Manor. Give me a moment while I make sure my now live notification gets on my Discord, which you can join here. And then we will get started. How is everybody today? Uh. Alright. And here we go. No. I don't think I was playing this with the controller last time. We'll find out. First I have to wait for it to load. Raw Fury. Spooky doorway. Content warning. The Séance of Blake Manor is a gothic folk horror, and, as such, touches on a lot of human tragedies, experiences throughout history. Yep, we read this last time. Alright. Continue. Now we have this fellow, who's trying to blackmail us. We have the key to room 19. Forget what exactly we're trying to solve. Alright. And by investigating those present in the manor, I should be able to eliminate the suspect and reveal the culprit. Who is behind Miss Dean's disappearance? Timetable? No timetable yet. Unusual Celtic cross. Shaky hands. You rang. Hello, Pokey. Room 5. Rooms 7 to 12. You can eavesdrop. You can eavesdrop on private conversations to discover more clues.
I'm sorry, sir, but do you have a pen I can borrow?
No, no use for one. Drudgery is an oral tradition, so I never got much into the writing. Home has served me grand for my purposes. Do you want my chisel?
No, I was planning on taking some notes. I want to go downstairs and examine the energy left by that poor bird before breakfast.
Why?
I suspect there is something to be learned about our fortunes here. If only I could have gotten to it before it was cleaned up.
Aye, well, I suppose some folks here have never gutted a bird to read its entrails before.
Is that some kind of Irish saying?
No.
Oh, well, you'll excuse me then.
Mr. O'Finn doesn't write, and I didn't see his name on the sign-in book. He must be the person who marked his name with an X. I'll make note of that. While investigating, you can learn characters' movements across the weekend. This information is learned by asking people, searching rooms, listening in on conversations, and more. This information will be added to the timetable. Press 3 to see more. As you learn more information, the timetable will be populated. Characters will appear on the map each hour if you know their schedule for that time slot. Reminders can also be set so events aren't missed. We got Saturday, Sunday. A roughly made crown of wood and leather. His belt is quite eye-catching. A yew branch with the simplest of ornamentation, but he carries it proudly. Wild hair and beard. He looks to be living a hermit's lifestyle.
Ah, there you are now.
I wish I could continue.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but do I know you?
Haha, no, I never said such. Just plainly, there you are, and you are.
You have me there, sir.
Sir, I'm no knight. I'm done enough in, and you can call me such. I'm a proud traveller protector of these lands.
Noted. I am Declan Ward. Also, not a knight.
Haha, good to meet you, lad.
I take it that you've come for the séance.
Ah, yes and no. I'm here because of the séance, but not for it. I have no urge to speak to the dead. I doubt they have much comfort to offer up. What interests me is those people who want to speak to the dead. How they intend to do it, and more, what they will be doing afterwards to clean up their mess. These rich people, they think because they force themselves on these lands they can do what they want to them? It won't stand. The land won't let it, and neither will I.
Interesting. Let's see. Let's see if he'll talk about his belt. You have quite the ornate belt. Do you like it? I killed and skinned the deer myself. My cousin Connor helped me shape the tin. That man is fierce handy with the bell hammer. Interesting. That's an unusual crown you wear. Crown? That's the pale speaking in you, laddie. Lad, it's a circlet. It's a sign of my station as a druid and a protector of this land and its inhabitants. Crown. Last night as I arrived, I saw a woman washing clothes in the fountain. Ack, I knew there would be death here. I'm sorry. You saw a Binai, lad, spells trouble. Of the Liefenden type. She's a portent of, you see, an omen. One that means death and grief have come to your house. Somebody will die here this weekend. Possibly more than one, certainly no less. Fun. Miss Dean, am I too late? What does your staff signify? It signifies that I'll bash you if you come near me or mine. No, you mind what they say, lad. There are still plenty of snakes in Ireland. Though I'm giving him a Scottish accent. Well, not quite Scottish. You say you're a druid? Ah, as much as anyone can be. The Catholics didn't leave much trace of the old ways, but I've pieced together a tradition that feels all right to me and call it druidism. No more made up than anything else, mind. For the most part, I just treat all natural things as equal in value. People, plants, animals, and places, real places, the wild and such. Not man-made intrusions like this manor, bloody eyesore. And what is your code of conduct? What is the code of conduct you live by? It's nothing fancy. I try to treat all people, creatures, plants, and places as equal. I leave no trace. I burn safely. And I leave my share for the other folk. Have you met Mrs. Erickson? She's all spectacle and no substance. I'd be surprised if she could tell a ghost from a table lamp. Have you met Miss Dean? Who? I've not met anyone with that name. Do I really need to discuss his hair with him? I don't think I do, but maybe, I don't know. He sported an uncommon look. A man is only truly free when he is free of the opinion of others. Yeah. It was of no use. Alright. Let's see if we can find out what he thinks about Varley. What are your thoughts on Mr. Varley? The Blake's hound. What does a man think so little of himself that he becomes the dog to someone else? Well, he certainly doesn't have a high opinion of him. What can you tell me about Mr. Toussaint? Not a lot. He's for making and breaking reputations, that lad. And I neither have nor want one. Any plans for this weekend, Mr. Ruffin? I'm told there's a big party on later. I'll go to that, I guess. Fancy dress. I reckon that means they'll dress like me, and I dress like them, no? I'm told there's proper history, good history in the gardens. So I'll go there while it's bright, then head off to the bar when it's dark. I'll wander the heads mage after lunchtime, I think. And go get a gator from the bar before dinner. Before the dinner bell. Not sure what else there is to do. I'm told there are talks, but talking to me is a two-way thing. Not sitting down and so somebody can tell you about their hobbies. And for Sunday? Who knows? Tomorrow's too far away to be worth thinking about today. There's the séance anyways. Could spend some time getting on Fida's nerves. Though, that's always fun. She said she'd be doing some work with the well after lunch. I might stick my face in and see how she's getting on. Alright, so... I haven't met Fida yet, so I can't talk to him about it. About them. Her. Tell me about yourself, Mr. Ruffin. Me? I'm a druid as much as anyone can be these days. I wander the land, making sure it's not too abused by you buffers. I have a special place in my heart for this part of the land, though. My people are from here, as much as anyone is really from anywhere. So much reading. Have you seen the strange device kept off to the side in the atrium. I have, and I don't like it. It has a bad energy off of it. Whatever it's measuring is part of the seance. This seance. That means I don't trust it. And speaking of Le Seance, what are your thoughts on the seance? Oh, very exciting to talk to a ghost. I'm sure the dead have lots to say. Oh no, my God, isn't real? I wasted my life, so I didn't, so and so didn't show up for my funeral. Riveting. I'm more interested in the mad fellas who think death is more interesting than life, and the stupid things they'll do to prove it.
No, I should go.
Only do something if you want, not because you should.
I'm running out of time to find Mr. Toussaint as evidence.
Can't hear anything, doesn't it? I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen. Nothing happens when I touch it. Surprisingly cold. It says targets. Miss Dean's name is circled. Variety of average size shoes. A book of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, a spiritualist society. What is this? A mixture of morphine and scopolamine? I don't know how to say that. I've heard of this concoction being used to sedate people. Is this for her own use or something more sinister? A book of Mr. Toussaint by Mr. Toussaint. Frauds and Their Methodology, Volume 2. It has several pages bookmarked. Mrs. Erickson's schedule for the weekend. I have noted her movements in my timetable. Alright, let's take a look at the timetable. If you've noted, bar, edge mage, walled garden. The remains of a letter from a contact telling her that she is magically void, meaning she can't learn magic no matter how hard she tries. No wonder she burnt it. Get out of there because we're approaching 9. And we don't know what's going to happen.
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Alright, discuss evidence. I found a scrap of paper indicating that Mrs. Erickson is a pariah. I thought it might interest you. It does, but a scrap, you say. Is the page complete? Is she named on it? She is not. Then it will not suffice. I do not think we could convince anyone it isn't a forgery, however real it might be. What sort of proof would survive to show some? Any number of things must go catching in the act, but a record of their methods. I'm sure you'll know it when you see it. Oh, shite.
That's all.
Take care.
Oh, it's nearing breakfast and
Dash and I. Hmm. A standard deck of tarot cards. Can't see anything special about them. Okay, I looked at that. A set of stationery. A list of names. Oh, okay. Um. Let's see. What's this one? There's a lot of letters. Okay. And it looks like they're all the same. Hmm. I don't think there was an L. No. Got the combination wrong. Yeah, I can't. Let's go discuss the list of names with him.
Ah,
Discuss evidence. I discovered a listener room with names of the guests on it. Interesting, but it doesn't prove anything in itself. A list of marks for her fraudulent ways. A list for something more. Who can say off of this alone? Your name was marked off. How insulting. A list of people she doesn't like, maybe. Evelyn Dean's name was circled at the top. At the top was written targets. Interesting speculation, yes. But perhaps it is that I do not use magic, whereas Mademoiselle Dean, she is rumored to be a studied woman. Interesting. I don't have. I didn't see anything else in there that would work.
That's all.
Take care.
Right? Check that. I've checked that. Yeah, schedule for a week. Yeah, you've noted her. Stationary. No good. Doesn't give me any additional information. She's got that. Morphine, yeah. I have to figure out how to get into this chest. I assume it's a word. But what would it be? Was L one? No, L is not one of the letters. Okay. For some reason, I thought L was one of the letters. I doubt it's food. There's no P. Nothing. Not graph. Of course, it's graft spelled with a T, so it's not long enough anyways. There's no E. No L. I think word is spelled with an O. Yep. That's also not it. Is there anything? There's no U. Oh. I bet you it's HOGD. Some ancient looking pages. Magic resides in the heart of the user. Consume it and you will take their power. Candles, a knife, bog oak, everything required to carry out the ritual. Place the sedated victim inside the ritual circle. Illuminatus magicus consummation. But who? I cannot risk picking another pariah like me. This looks like a ritual to eat the heart of a person and steal their magical abilities. Good God, she can't honestly mean to go ahead with this. Wait. Runes. Candles. Nope. You're not very good at this, are you, detective? The goal was to put it back to its initial state.
Ah, hello again, monsieur.
Discuss evidence. I found a ritual in a room. It talks of eating a person's heart to steal their magical abilities. Surely this is nonsense, sir. Such a thing cannot be real. What's more, she can't intend on doing this. That is ominous, rather too ominous. Certainly such rituals exist. Do they work? I cannot say. Would she do it? Madame Erickson is a fraud, monsieur. But I have trouble believing her capable of such a deranged act. You'll no doubt find many here studying strange things, but reading a book on sacrifice is not the same as performing it, correct? If we are to know this is her plan, and not academic nature, then she would need to confess. She is unlikely to confess to me. but you perhaps. Is it academic research as she specifically states? I can't risk picking up another pariah like me. Is that academic research? I don't think so. I need to do something. I don't know how the game's going to react. There we go. Because I just realized that I had the wrong window up for, or I had the wrong chat window popped out for YouTube. There we go.
That's all.
Take care, monsieur.
Well, wait, maybe discuss evidence. I've already discussed proof with him.
That's all.
Take care.
He's down there. All right, let's analyze her. We don't have a lot of time. A crest on a necklace, an elaborate crest worn with pride. I don't recognize the symbol itself, however. Costume jewelry. An array of jewelry, the sort worn by spiritualists to show women. Nervous energy. She hides it well, but seems uncomfortable for what reason?
Well, hello there. I don't recognize you. We haven't met before, have we?
We haven't. I'm Declan Ward.
Mrs. Erickson. Hazel, if ever we should get so friendly. I'm a medium by trade, so naturally I had to come to this gathering. I'm hoping to pick up some new skills before the end.
I bet. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Hazel Erickson's goal.
Mr. Ward.
Do you think this will work? I don't know. Do you think there could be a ritual that would allow a person to steal magic from another practitioner? How could you? No, of course not. I wouldn't know, Mr. Ward. I communicate with ghosts. I would have no business with such rituals. Okay. All right. Steal the magical abilities of Evelyn Dean to Oh no. Would consume the heart to steal her magical abilities. What if I know what happened here?
Mrs. Erickson intends on murdering Evelyn Dean to eat her heart and steal her magical abilities. I must confront her before it's too late.
Mr. Ward, what troubles you?
Confront. Your goal is to consume the heart of Evelyn Dean to steal her magical abilities.
How could you possibly... Can you, read minds? Or did you let yourself into my room to rifle through my belongings? Bad news for both of us, then. You can't say anything without giving yourself up as a thief. And who would believe you? Whatever it is, you're no mystic, so there's no way you can't understand. To know such secrets exist, such wonders to see, and to be kept from it by some abnormality. What's the reason? I've put the work in and nothing. Am I a soulless freak? Is that why? Am I to be punished in this life and then again for eternity? Would you sit by and do nothing? Well, I won't. I'll have my heart, my powers, my soul, and all you get by saying something is a nasty dealing with when I have them. Stay out of this, Mr. Ward, if you have any sense.
Evidence. Tell Mr. Toussaint about the confession. Alright. That was lovely. Do.
Ah, hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Discuss evidence. Her confession.
Mrs. Erickson has confessed to me. Quite a gruesome plan. She is indeed a fraud. She has no magical powers. She seems to be incapable of using magic, in fact. Something that plagues her. To the point where she will perform a ritual to steal the heart and magical prowess from another ear.
What? No, it cannot be.
She is in dire need to feel magic. To have it, it seems.
Yeah.
But also, she fears that the reason she cannot use magic is a flaw in her soul.
She's blinded, of course, by our desires. Anyone who believes in a soul would also believe that there is no eternal bliss for them after murder, especially in a manner so foul. What's more, now you and I know our plan. Here, take my notes. Let her know that if she does this, not only it will stain her in her God's eyes for eternity, but also we'll see her hanged and raised to this oblivion she fears so much. She would be better served getting off this path now and finding more mundane solutions to finding her God's favor. I am told one can cleanse her soul with coin. My record shows she certainly coined enough of that in her time. As for you and me, Monsieur Ward, our business is done. Whatever reason you're really here, your identity is safe with me.
Oh, thank goodness.
And as for this place, news of our plans has turned my stomach. I've had enough mysticism for this trip. I shall be sitting the séance out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have notes to make in my quarters. Au revoir, monsieur.
Mystery solved. Mr. Toussaint is no longer attending the séance. Mr. Toussaint now has the information he needed on Mrs. Erickson, which will also ensure she does not do something more terrible. The gauge decreased and the light went out as soon as Mr. Toussaint decided he was no longer attending the séance. What exactly is that device monitoring, and why? Maybe I should give us another guess to avoid the event. and see if it occurs again. Can I have control?
Excuse me, sir. Is this your room? Number 4? Mr. Ward.
Yes, that's me.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Just delivering this parcel to your room. It was left for you at the front desk.
Hmm? By who?
No idea, sir. It was left when nobody was about to see.
Huh.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
What is this? A journal? It has Miss Dean's name on it. What's inside? How did this get here? No postmark, so it came from the hotel itself. But from whom? Regardless of who sent it, I should read this thing. Sunday, the 24th. She talks of her arrival at the manor. Everything seemed to be going smoothly. Her writing is delicate and graceful, as was her signature. Monday, the 25th. It seems she bumped into somebody who was not pleased to see them. It's as if she was... It looks as if she was to name them on the following page, and the information is now missing. Tuesday, the 26th. The night she went missing, she speaks of feeling a dread, and she doubts she will sleep that night. It does kind of look like a turtle's head. Can't unsee it. It's fair. Her writing has become more erratic since she arrived at the manor. And lastly, the spiral. A sigil with dream scrawled next to it. I saw this in my dream. Did she dream it too? What does this mean? Did we have the same dream? What does it mean? Has anyone experienced anything similar, I wonder? If I could find even 3 people with similar experiences, and I could be sure there was something there. There seems some pages were torn out. I would say 1. What are these 4 symbols beside the word supplies? All observations discovered. This has left me with more questions than answers. Perhaps some answers lie in her reason for being here. Maybe I can find something related to that, or otherwise useful by searching her room. But in which room was she staying? Breakfast, dining room. It distracted me.
Mr. Ward, surely we have nothing left to discuss?
Discuss evidence. Mr. Toussaint.
Mrs. Erickson. We need to talk.
This had best not be about my personal affairs again. Why don't you do us both a favor, Mr. Ward, and stop interfering? What could you, of all people, possibly have to say to me?
That's not a bad point. Perhaps you'll be more interested in what Mr. Toussaint has to say. Shall we go to your room then? Or would you rather discuss this in the open?
Yes, my room, sir.
Now, this seems like a bad idea because he knows that there's a concoction in her room.
So you've read the notes and understand your situation. Whether you face eternal damnation now is a point of debate. You assume that this is linked to this magical nullness you have. You may well be wrong. But if you do this, then you are locking yourself onto that path. And Mr. Toussaint will ensure your remaining days will not be easy. Magic or no.
He's right. I'm a damned fool. I wanted so much to be special. To have what the others have.
If you have what the others have, are you truly special? Just a question.
But now you have taken that hope from me. Maybe you will have saved my soul. But even now, I think I'd pay that price for a taste of that. If he wasn't going to rob my chance to use and appreciate it, I would curse you both if I didn't know there would be no venom in my bite.
Yay, disconnected from chat.
But he wins. I forsake this ritual. And I forsake this seance. I have no want to see others enjoying what I will never have. I hope they see their ghost and more. So
I clicked. I pushed a little bit too early.
now, I would really like to be left alone. I have a lot to think about.
Using Mr. Toussaint as a safeguard, I have talked Mrs. Erickson down. I was right. The gauge decreases as people's plans for the seance change. I'm still unaware of the device's purpose, but my gut says I want this as decreased as possible by the seance. Bounty Hunter, mystery solved. If this seance has attracted the likes of Mrs. Erickson, then Miss Dean may be in even more danger than I realized. I was able to make her see sense, but I doubt that's enough to spare her from eternal damnation. She's a fraud, an unrepentant sinner, with no regard for the harm caused by her pursuit of power. How many desperate people has she cheated to get this far? Can she atone for what she's already done? That is, if she even realizes she needs to. Regardless, she's no longer my concern. Is this the dining room? That's the lobby. Drawing room. Closed for preparations for Saturday evening's ball. I'm looking for the dining room, sir. Water closet.
Mr. Ward, I do hope the earlier commotion with the bird didn't disturb your rest. There is breakfast in the dining hall from 9 a.m., located in the east corridor here. And your fellow guests will be giving talks throughout the day in the drawing room, located in the west corridor. Is there anything else I can help with?
Nope.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Certainly.
I wanted to know where the dining room was. Luggage. Cloak. The manager's office. Telegraph. You said East Wing. Oh, this is the East. You said East Wing here. Is this the East Wing? No, this is the library. Certain topics can be researched in the library to uncover further information. Key research topics will always be found on the research desk. The bookshelves can be used to gain supplementary information. Topics can be learned from other characters, evidence, and other research topics. Gardens, bathhouse, bar, atrium, dining room, stables. This is a lot bigger than it looked like from the outside.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal? Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
Assigned seats, huh? Alright.
If you're looking for a seat, you're welcome to join us. I'm sure my companion here won't mind.
Why not? I'm being educated on the specifics of tomorrow evening's séance, and why, apparently, it's so impressive.
Yeah, let's join them.
Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you both.
Allow me to introduce Mrs. Olivia Darcy, and I am Lloyd Dupre.
Would you believe that he's somewhat of an expert on all things related to death?
She means I am an undertaker.
More than that, evidently. We were just talking about this grand séance, and I'm trying to understand what it is that makes it so grand. All séances are used to speak to ghosts. Is that not the entire point of them? So, wherein lies the distinction? Surely, if Miss Mantovani has held a séance before, then she has also made a ghost talk before.
No, though I understand the confusion. We have gotten close to that feat, parallel to it, but direct communication has not been achieved.
Interesting.
Seances are used to invite a ghost to communicate, and to provide a means for them to do so. In the most successful cases, the spirit speaks through the medium themselves. But those cases are debunked at worst, and uncorroborated at best. There is no way to prove beyond doubt that the medium did not make it up. Now, in any records of direct sightings, and this is true of my own encounters, the ghosts cannot speak for themselves. Miss Mantovani intends to...
Yes.
Oh dear, I've made a right hames of this. Don't fret, nothing's broke.
I don't know how.
Oh, do you need help, Mrs. Joyce?
Oh no, sir, thank you. I managed to drop it. I can manage to pick it back up, I'm sure.
Okay, whose key? Oh. I don't think we should take the key. Because I believe that's Joyce's key. And I can always come back to 9 a.m. on Saturday.
What a ruckus.
That poor woman. Anyway, where was I? Yes. The hope is that Miss Mantovani, with the right time, place, and people around her, will cut out the middleman, or middlewoman in this case, and have the spirit speak for itself.
Okay.
Is that really possible?
Tomorrow night, the veil between worlds will be at its thinnest, and it's especially thin here, in this part of the country. Then, the hotel. It's not without its storied history. Plenty of uncrossed souls in these walls.
Interesting.
That, of course, is where the danger lies.
Danger?
Spirits aren't to be trifled with. That gets forgotten sometimes.
Do you think I'll be in danger attending the seance?
I am putting my trust in Miss Mantovani. I don't believe she'll lead us wrong.
Okay. Sure.
We'll be fine, I think. So long as no one disturbs her workings.
Perhaps I'll stand farther back from the proceedings than I initially planned. But I don't think I'm done with my questions, Mr. Dupre. I want to know more about your practice. After breakfast, would you join me for some air out front?
It would be my pleasure.
Oh, my key. I should put that back in my purse before I forget it.
Well, to the courtyard then, Mrs. Darcy.
Okay. Alright. Maybe we should... Mystery unlocked, Mr. Lloyd Dupre. Mystery unlocked, Olivia Darcy. Mystery unlocked. Mozart sitting in a chair. Alright. Let me see. How do you do this? There's supposedly a way to go back in time, but I don't remember. How do I go back? I thought there was a way to... Mysteries. I thought there was a way to... Oh, there we go. No, that's sorting. No, I won't. Surely there's a way to go back. I know that there's a way. They said there was a way. Dang it. Pokey, can you do me a favor? Can you go... Can you look up how to... Actually, I'll just do it. Never mind. Give me a moment while I do this. Ah, okay, it's the game save system. Already on it. Load. Okay, maybe it's not the game save system. Options? No. We'll do an exit to main menu. Let's see if we can load to 9. Load. Well, now I've lost time anyways. It's in how to play. Oh, timeline. It's in how to play. Well, let's see where it drops me off at. All right. Let's see what what records I have. Okay. Oh yeah, there it was. When you land a boat, you can pick a different time. Oh. Oh right, that's probably when I went back in to try and. All right, we just went through all this.
That's all.
Well, hello,
We haven't.
Mrs. I'm a
All right, analyze. Discuss evidence. I really want to discuss. I really want to discuss the list of names with her.
I won't bother.
good.
All right. Oh, I didn't get her confession.
That's all.
Take care.
Mr. Ward.
I've discussed the ritual with her. Oh, I have to form a hypothesis. That's what it was. I needed to form the hypothesis first. Oh, yeah, skip the animation, please. Alright, markup hypothesis. Consume Evelyn Dean, the heart, oh, whoops. Consume the heart of Evelyn Dean to steal her magical abilities.
Mrs. Eric.
Mr. Ward.
Confront!
I can't back. Stay.
Mrs. Eric. But all.
She's. I am now.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
No, any.
There we go.
Mr. Ward.
Mrs. Eric.
What?
You gotta love it. I'm just like, alright.
So you've read the notes and understand.
Cutscene skipped.
Now, I would really like to be.
Yeah, we solved a mystery. Today's gonna be one of those days. OBS is constantly disconnecting from the chat room on Twitch. Alrighty. Now let us go to.
Mr. War, there is, and your is there.
It seems I would need to check my records. She had a southern view. I recall her complaining about the noise as the new guests arrived. Though why that matters now, she is gone, is beyond me.
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
Okay. And that takes us to 9. And I shall save. Empty slot. This is apparently the east wing.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
Yes.
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
If you're looking for a seat, you're welcome to join us. I'm sure my companion here won't mind.
Why not? I'm being educated on the specifics of tomorrow evening's séance, and why, apparently.
Declan Moore. Allow me to introduce Mrs. Olivia.
Would you believe that he's somewhat...
She means...
Sir.
No. Say... But...
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
Miss...
Rash.
Oh dear, I've made a right hames of this.
Oh, do you need help, Mrs. Joyce?
Oh no, sir, thank you. I'm...
Alright, this time we're going to take the key. Room 13. Lucky 13.
What a ruckus.
That poor woman. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. The hope is that...
Is that really...
Tomorrow night. Then, the hotel. Not of...
Dane?
Alright. Do I interrupt? Or do I talk about the danger? Do we want Miss Darcy, Mrs. Darcy, close or distant? What do you think? You know what? I'm gonna go the same route here.
Do you think he'll be in danger attending the séance?
I am putting my trust in Miss Mantovani. We'll be fine, I think.
Perhaps I'll stand for... But I don't think I'm done with my question. After breakfast...
It would be my pleasure.
But I could have sworn I'd left my key here. Maybe I dropped it. I'm sorry, Mr. Dupre. We will have to postpone that conversation. Once we're finished here, I'll need to go to reception and ask whether anyone has turned in my key.
Of course, madam. I'll be in the courtyard, should you find time to join me.
Interesting. Okay. So. Voodoo. It's a regular Ross. A regular Bob Ross. He really doesn't like the jack-o'-lanterns. Alright, so, one thing we've learned. She is not good about keeping track of her room. Room 12. $14, $13. A book on spiritualism. The information within seems targeted to the inexperienced. Some dress clothes, nothing important. Her shoes are a medium size. For the event, nothing of note. Notes she is making about the event, but they seem to be less academic in nature and more for a work of fiction. A Protestant cross. A rather racy letters to Miss Darcy's husband, but they don't seem to be written by Mrs. Darcy herself. They are dated as far as August of last year. Does that writing look familiar? Are there similarities between the letters and between these letters? There must be something else. But oh, nope, not that. The A. The handwriting matches. It seems Miss Dean is the author of these letters to Mr. Darcy. So Miss Darcy has a connection to Miss Dean, one with an inbuilt motive. Interesting. Those blasted dreams of home. I don't want to go home. Not after what happened. I want a new life. There's a loose page slipped in here. A medical cert showing Mrs. Darcy was bedbound for some time in the autumn of last year. The doctor listed it as medical code UO33, whatever that means. A book that has certainly been handled with care. Some novels and a few bookmarks partway through. Another hermetic. Okay. Book appears to have been ready many times. I don't think I've missed anything. Let's see. Hello, Skull. Interesting. A built-in motive. Or an inbuilt motive. Inbuilt sounds weird to say.
Yes, madam.
I seem to have misplaced my room key.
I see. Let us see what we can do about that for you. Now, where has that spare key gotten to?
She does not seem impressed with something. The event, the attendees, or me perhaps. Evidence of a ring worn for a long time has since been removed. A large brooch. An intricate brooch, perhaps representing something and less dainty than one would expect such a lady to wear.
Mr. Ward, you've come back to me.
Let's see. Do I have... No, I can't. Okay. That's an interesting brooch you have there? Yes, well, it's actually very important. I'd tell you, but it's a secret. One of those hush-hush secret society things you see. Ah, so it's associated with the HODG, or HOGD. What can you tell me about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn? Oh, well, Mr. Ward, I'm not sure I should say anything at all. I wouldn't want to betray their trust. In me, you understand. Oh my gosh, why is my foot itchy? Let's see, You seem unimpressed with something, Mrs. Darcy. Do I? I suppose you want to know what if it is with you, Well, you can rest easy. Since coming here, I've had great many things on my mind. None of them are to do with a man I just met. Have you recently removed a ring, Mrs. Darcy? I may or may not have. In either case, it's none of your concern. Interesting. We don't know who that's discussable with. Who else do we have? Yeah, we don't want to discuss that with her right now. I don't think there's anything else for us to really discuss with her.
That was all. Good day, Mrs. Darcy.
Good day, Mr. Ward.
All right. Oh, right, I forgot about detective site. He's a well-dressed, and it is evident he can afford some luxury. A curious tattoo. A finely crafted tattoo in a design I don't recognize. Oh, that was it. Just those two things about him.
Hello again, my friend.
That's an unusual tattoo. Might I ask about it? Oh, this? It's a mum on Bridget's Veve, her mark. Consider it a devotional symbol. I am an ongan of hers, a priest as such. She's our Loa of life and death. I suppose your analogy to Loa would be a saint. Okay, so he practices voodoo. She is born of your pagan goddess Brigid. Her believers took her with them when they fled to America. Fled. I don't know if that's the term I would use. I guess the journey changed her, for want of a better way to explain it. I take it you're close with Maman Bridget, Mr. Dupre. Deeply, Mr. Ward. When grief is a constant companion, she is there to remind me that both the living and the dead need healers. I am devoted to her for her teachings. So this is Breed, the old Irish goddess of healing, poetry, the hearth, smithing, and such else besides. Do you know of the goddess Breed? I do. A friend of mine was a priestess of hers. Breed was not one of the sovereignty goddesses, but in some ways she should have been. When the Catholic Church came here, she alone was deemed too powerful to be swept under the rug, and so they canonized her. Saint Bridget of Kildare. She became a lot of the same domains: husbandry, midwifery, healing. You may have noticed her cross hung along the walls of the manor. My own Loa, Maman Bridget, is said to be part of the old goddess that fled the church and was changed in that journey. It's interesting, isn't it? 3 versions of the one goddess, all distinct yet so similar, all back together under this roof, so to speak. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. You know, Mr. Dupre, I can't help but admire your clothing. It's quite fine. Why, thank you. I run a funeral house back home. It is not glamorous work, but it's more than worthwhile, and I'm lucky enough to do quite well for myself these days. You look more like a rugby player or a football player. American football. Have you spoken to Mrs. Darcy? I have indeed. She's a wonderful, sharp and dry woman. Talking to her is a sparring match, and I enjoyed that immensely.
I've taken enough of your time.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
Interesting. The little hitch there in his voice. Alright. She's still talking to him.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Okay.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Certainly.
All right. Falling. Whoa. Why am I suddenly getting yawny? Boom.
Mr. Ward, surely we have nothing left to discuss?
Let's see. Do I want to suggest? Oh, okay. I can't. Okay. Nope, we don't. You're fine.
Goodbye.
That's the library. Crows are a big part of what's going on here, apparently. Or ravens. Staff only, the water closet. The bar, the gardens, the bathhouse. The atrium. There's a handprint on the plaque. Yeah, I'd like to get a closer look at the handprint. Attention, the bathhouse is closed for the winter months. As are the gardens. Intriguing. The local paper from last year, nothing interesting has happened then. Seems to be a book on calling the dead written by Miss Mantovani. A closet filled with cleaning supplies. Yanni. Oh, I thought that was a person. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought it was a person squatting. I'm sorry, where'd that come from? No running in the halls, what the ghost is saying. The globe of the known world. I wonder, will they discover anything new? I can only imagine how thrilling it was when the Americas were first discovered. Yeah, take it easy, Pokey. Good luck with your raid. Alright, let's see. An intricate display. Though it lacks the Blake family crest, perhaps a trophy? Why am I Yanni? Hey, research this. This will be useful if you want to look anything up. A map of Ireland and one of Connaught. The region this hotel sits on. Some sections are carefully marked out. Various books detailing historic land ownership in this region. Why am I suddenly tired? Okay, this is all a part of the same thing. And a bottle of sherry. but missing a drink or two's worth. Why? Oh, here we go. Medical research. It says here this code is used to indicate spontaneous abortion or miscarriage in common parlance. It seems the condition is being listed as a bad cold is a euphemism. Well then. That's interesting. Why am I yawning? Don't blink. The door is locked. Mary Blake, deceased, 1894. Jonathan Blake, Marquis of Doon. Marquez of Doon, since 1864. It is now 10 a.m. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is, but I'm really tired. Oh, there's the stables. The dining room is now closed. There's a tower. The painting is off balance. They must really like that painting. A knocked plant. Did somebody pass this way? Follow the trail through the manor. Looks like something pushed this plinth out of place. Strange marks on the wall. Looks like a window. The door to room 15 appears to be missing? Markings on the wall look similar to those in my dream, but without a pattern. How could I even go about finding such a thing? Whatever has caused this to vanish might have been Miss Dean's room. Following the leads will help you progress to solve the mysteries. Review the mystery map. Press 1. A character's portrait will appear underneath topics that can be discussed with them. Characters you haven't spoken to yet will show as question mark icons. Some topics are locked from discussion with certain characters until you gain specific information when this case When this is the case, you will see a lock icon. I'd like to use that. Thomas Blake. Who are you?
Oh, please.
Leviticus 20:27.
You think this is the first time I have had scripture nailed to my door? And Leviticus 20:27? This is not even original. I think I know who did this. I will have to talk with her. But for now, I need a moment to sit.
I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell. But stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. Her? Who could she be talking about? And what does that Bible verse mean? Clearly someone in this hotel has bad blood with Miss Montavani. She thinks it's a woman. Could it be Miss Dean? And that knife, something tells me they're not likely to stop at threats. You know, it'd be nice if you could just knock. Alright, let's do some research. Quest. Mary Blood. Information, read on, Macduff. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, in 1881, she gained the title of Marchioness. Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Did I say 1891? 1881. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and funded several orphanages, ragged schools, and windows almshouses in impoverished rural towns and villages across Connaught. The Marchioness committed much of the Blake fortune to the foundation and organized fundraising events across Ireland, the Great Britain. She spent her free time teaching English in one of the foundation's local schools and privately funded the university education of over 40 pupils. Marchioness Blake took up a position of philanthropist and charity worker, acting as a pillar of her community, and the very image of a God-fearing woman until her death in 1894. Blake history. Religion. Copies of the Bible sit here with core text of other faiths. It's interesting to see this so openly displayed to someone this would be blasphemous. To some this would be blasphemous. Is there anything I want to look up? Look up the resurrection. Where a crucifix depicts Jesus Christ in his crucifixion, and so speaks to his sacrifice and the forgiveness bestowed upon humanity for it. A resurrectix is the crucifix counterpart. the cross upon which Jesus was crucified, with no depiction of the Lord upon it. The resurrectix, then, is an empty cross, the Lord having departed it, and in this is signified. In this signifies hope, eternal life, and triumph over death. I was hoping to look up Leviticus 2012. Or was it 12? Yeah, 2012, right? So that's fun. Copy of the Bible say here with court. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, same thing. Oh, hello. Hello, Miss Barbarossa. Let us analyze you. You're no nonsense. Hand me down Irish keepsake, an old brooch in an Irish style. The image on it is of an old oak tree. Foreign fashion mixed with local, either an attempt to blend in or out of practicality. She is wearing local fashion along with what I assume are her usual clothes. I am going to do a save. And I don't know why, but I am tired. So with that, I think we will just call it a day here. I apologize. I do want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me. Take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow with Pokey and Kestrel, where I know not what we'll be doing, but we will be doing something, I'm sure. Until then, take care and goodbye. Oops.